Oh, hallelujah, please. Why? You know, we've been trying to film this steak video for days now, and we keep saying, oh, it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. And today we're like, no, it's not gonna rain. We're fine. We have all, you know, it's above us, it's below us, it's beside us, but it's not gonna hit us. It's freaking not listening to us. Stop, please. We're gonna try to grill the steak. We have like minutes before the bottom falls out again. Look at this. It's been raining for like 15 minutes. This is Raleigh. This is what happens in Raleigh. Look at this. That's a lot of water. 15 minutes. That's insane. All right. Look, we're gonna try to grill the steak. We have like minutes before the bottom falls out again. There was a little bit of lightning. We're gonna do this. All right. Hopefully. The gods above will let us cook this steak. So look, what I'm doing, charcoal is here. I'm putting on the edge of the charcoal, okay? And I'm just gonna sear it, right? But not over the direct heat of the charcoal. So the deal with my filet is I do about 2.5 to 3 minutes each side, and I treat each filet like it's a box, like a Rubik's Cube. And so I've got one side, two side, red side, blue side, right? And there's no charcoal here. There's charcoal here. So this is the edge of the heat of the charcoal. And right now, it's saying we're at 450 degrees, but if we put it right on top, it's about 600 degrees. I'm going to sear it really badly on each side, and then I'm going to pull it away from the heat, shut it, lid it, if you will, with the lid of my Weber grill for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. So usually when I cook one of these steaks, I do it completely to touch, as far as when I know it's done, okay? But because we're filming a photo video, I thought it might be fun to use my, touch and a meat thermometer. Now, obviously, when the steak is raw, you know what it feels like. It feels like, gross meat, right? And medium rare is close to raw. So what you want to do is touch it. It should be tough on top, and then it should still feel like it's not cooked in the middle if you really do want a medium rare, all right? Not everybody wants a medium rare. However you want it is the way it should be cooked. Tonight we're doing medium rare, which, by the way, I think it's 130 to 135, okay? Now these have been on there for about 2 minutes aside. Watch this. We're gonna take our handy dandy, wipe the rain off, all right? Spatula, boing, and look at that. Beautiful, okay? That's what you want. You wanna see lines, and you wanna see change of color. Boom, all right? There we go. Another 2.5 minutes per side. You can see this at home. I'm not sure if you can. This almost looks like sashimi tuna or something. Where you sear it and it's just got this beautiful pink on the inside. That's what we're doing here. This is a really good cut of meat. Usually I try to buy the nicest cut of meat I can. If you're gonna have a good steak, you buy crappy meat, you're gonna have a crappy steak. This is prime. It's not choice. It's from Costco. It's fantastic. My favorite steak, honestly, is not a filet. For me, it's a ribeye, but Jessica, my lovely wife, she doesn't like all the fat. This is her favorite steak. So, filet is a very healthy cut of meat, but so is flank steak. And if you can't find filet where you are, or you just don't like it, flank steak is the way to go. I've got a fantastic way to cook flank steak. We'll do it in another video with the chimichurri sauce. It's excellent. And tune in for that one. So we have an 8-pound loin here. It's trimmed. We got it from Costco. It's ready to go. I'm just going to cut it from here to here because we have 4 cuts we're doing, and I want them to be equal. So we're going to put that there. Okay. We're going to go. Let's see. Oh yeah, beautiful. Right. So we have 4, you know what? I think I'm going to do one more. I want that cut too. Actually, maybe not. Those are our steaks right now. Let's use that with a little bit of kosher salt. Alright. Pepper. Always wash your hands. Don't lick them afterwards. Doesn't help. All right. I'm a big fan of salting all the areas. I think of my steak as like a Rubik's Cube. It's like four parts, not just top and bottom. Salt is more important than pepper, but I do like some pepper. Right, so we're gonna go. There we go. All right, voila, there we are. Alright, I'm going to flip it again. This is the part where you want to cook all the sides of the filet before you bake it in the oven that is the grill. Okay? Oftentimes I just lean it on itself because really I'm just trying to sear it right now. I'm not worried about heat going through the meat. I'm going to do that when I bake it. Okay? With the lid, it becomes an oven. Alright, I'm gonna go to the other side. Alright. So my perspective on cooking steak may not be like everyone else's. Some people are really funny about moving red meat. You know, like you see guys and they'll only flip it once. You know, I am gonna flip it a lot. I want it to be cooked. I'm not really worried about that. So again, I'm trying to sear it on all the sides. I want it to be brown before I shut the lid on my Weber. Okay. Right now we're nowhere near done. We're probably at like maybe 100 degrees, even though it looks like it's done, and it's been sitting here on top of very hot coals. So folks, I'm going to give you 3 tips that I think may be beneficial if you're cooking steaks. In the future, look for my small videos, just the tips with Peter. But for buying a steak, first off, buy a good cut of meat. If you buy a crappy steak, you're going to have a crappy steak in the end. No matter how you season it, no matter how you cook it, you can't turn a turd into gold. Okay, it's not alchemy here. All right. Number 2, you want to let your steak rest before you cook it and after you cook it. Okay. I think you can pull a piece of red meat out for about half an hour, even to an hour. Let it get to room temperature. It's going to cook more evenly that way. I absolutely recommend this. Afterwards, you want to pull it off and let it rest. 5-6 minutes tops. You don't want to take it cold, but you absolutely want to let it rest because the juices are going to soak back into the meat. If you don't, the juice is going to be out when you cut it. It's going to juice everywhere. If you let it rest, it'll be succulent and amazing. Okay. The last thing is you don't want to over season your meat. You don't need to. Okay. Salt and pepper are all you need. You don't need to do crazy things. You don't need to put coffee on your meat. You don't need to put like oregano on your meat. No. Salt and pepper. Okay. You can always add something afterwards. But salt is going to give out the flavor, and pepper is just going to give it a nice little base to ride on. Okay, so those are my 3 tips. You can see the meat is basically seared on all sides now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it close to the edge of the charcoal, and I'm going to shut the lid on my Weber grill and walk away for about 4 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and test it and see where we're at. Okay? Look at that. A firefly! Oh, wow. That's cool. That's super cool. Okay. Little guy. Up. Oh, let's see. Ooh. Hello, nurse. Okay. There we go. So we got our meats. All right, folks. So we're going to test these. They feel pretty dang good to me. I hope I didn't overcook them. See what the thermometer says. Perfect. 130. That's exactly what we want. When we let it rest, it's going to rise up a little bit. It's going to be killer. All right. Look at that. Fantastic. Filet mignon. Let's see what happens. gone. My bad. It was pretty okay. That's delicious. Turkey is not impressed. Turkey! Turkey!